Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today the video is about a Jamaican curried beef. So it's a Jamaican style curry beef. Now you can use goat, lamb, you can use all sorts of meats, or you could use a vegetable replacement instead of the beef and any other meats. But I'm going to show you here, the video, this is what we're going to be making. The spices, Mrs. B's spices, the recipe for this will be in the description, and yeah, so I'll show you the video. This is us cooking it. Come back and I'll taste it. Okay, hope you enjoy it. Okay, so we've got the ingredients here. We've got a kilo of diced beef, we've got 6 spring onions, 3 large onions, well, medium to large onions. We've got there 5 cloves of garlic, but you can use 2 large cloves, 2 Scotch Bonnet peppers, a few sprigs of thyme. You can have 3 large tomatoes, or we've got these vine tomatoes, so we've actually got 7 medium ones. HP brown sauce, fresh coriander, that's going to be chopped finely, and the actual thyme will be strip the leaves off the thyme. And we've also got this Mrs. B's mix for Jamaican style curries. So she's toasted it and then she's ground it, and it basically has, well, Mrs. B can tell you what it's got.
It has coriander seeds, black peppercorns, cardamom pods, fenugreek seeds, cinnamon stick, ginger and turmeric.
Okay, so there you go. So that's what's in the powder mix. This now will all be chopped up and then added into the bowl with the meat, and you marinate it overnight and then you cook it the following day. So all of this here is going to be marinated overnight. We'll come back to you when we're cooking it. Okay, so what you can see there is all them ingredients now blended together, chopped, diced, everything else all done. Got the Jamaican spice mix put in there, the HP sauce is in there. Now this will be covered and put in the fridge for about 24 hours, and then we'll move on to the next stage, which is the cooking part. Okay, so the meat mixture has been in the fridge overnight now. It's marinated. The aroma is absolutely unbelievable. Smells so good. We've had cling film over it, so the fridge doesn't smell of it, but now we just took the cling film off. It is amazing. So first thing we've got to do then is add 2 tablespoons of oil to the pan. So we're just using like a vegetable oil. You can use rapeseed oil, but what you got to do now is get that oil hot, and then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Mrs. B's Jamaica curry mix. So it's that spice mix. So we're going to add a tablespoon of that into the oil when it's hot. And this is going to sound really strange because it's something that you don't normally do, especially with Indian cooking. We're going to get that spice powder really brown. So you're on the edge of nearly burning it, but it just adds another layer of flavour to this dish. It really does. So it's like, so the dish is Jamaican style curry beef. You can do goat as well. You can take the beef out and use goat. So this is Jamaican style curry beef, and it's not an Indian dish, it's Jamaican, and that's why we're going to put the spices in, heat them up in the oil, and then add the rest of that meat mixture. Right, so the oil is up to temp, so we're going to add in a tablespoon of the Jamaican spice mix now, and you'll see, just want to get that coloured brown just before it starts to burn, and the aromas now is amazing again. But the idea is just to get some colour in the oil into that spice mix. Right, so now time to add the meat before that powder burns. So in goes the meat. The aroma is unreal, honestly. If you like Jamaican style food and you like your your curries, you've got to give this a go, honestly. So just really now mixing it all together. Another good mix, get the heat going through. Okay, so now at this stage you've got it going, and you need to add water just to cover the meat. So I can't give you exact number, like millilitres of water, because all pans are different. But just the idea is it just covers the meat. So like that, you can just see it. It's just on there. So at this point, we've got to now get it up to just so it starts to come to a boil. Then you lower the heat to a medium to, a low heat, and then you've got to let it, put a lid on the pan if you've got a pan, and then you've got to let it cook slowly for about 3 hours for everything just to come together, and then you'll be ready to serve. I'm going to have mine with coriander rice this time, but honestly, the best thing to have is if you can do it is rice and beans. It goes so well with this dish. But we've not got any of the beans in, so I'm just going to have the coriander rice with this one. But yeah, we've just got to get that to a boil, put a lid on it, let it simmer on a low heat for 3 hours. So that's the time then. But believe me, the reward is well worth it. So we've got to the boil, well, just under a boil, just a simmer. Now we need to put a lid on and then turn this down to a low heat, and then keep an eye on it, keep going and have a look. But 3 hours with a lid on. Notice there's no holes here, no ventilation. But you can do this in a casserole dish, or you can do this in a slow cooker, and I'm pretty certain you'd more than likely be able to do it in an air fryer. But the aroma may, stay in the air fryer. It's going to be a difficult one to move. I don't know, never done it in the air fryer, I'm just guessing that. But yeah, you've got them options. We're doing it on top of the stove, but you can put it in a casserole dish, 3 hours in the oven, same sort of thing. But all it is getting that meat tender and getting them flavours through. Okay, see you in 3 hours. Right, so this has been cooking now for 3 hours. What I forgot to mention before is, about 2.5 hours in, check the consistency, see if it's thick enough for you. And if it isn't, like I've done here, take the lid off the pan for half an hour, and it gets to a nice, it just basically thickens up because it reduces more. Obviously with the lid on, it contains all the steam, so it's going back into itself. But taking it off, reduced, and it's got the right, for me, perfect consistency now for a Jamaican style. So that's going to go on the rice, and I'll get it served, and I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll do the taste. So yeah, that's it. That's the Jamaican curry beef, all done, ready for serving. Oh, also add salt seasoning at this stage to your taste. So I can't tell you how much to add there. Add the salt and see what you think. It really is up to your taste, that bit. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. Like I said, you can use different meats. You can use goat, you can use lamb, you could use meat on the bone. I think that's best and more traditional as well for the Jamaican style curries and stews and stuff. But we use the diced beef. Like I say, it's a kilo. It works out really well. We've done it plenty of times, and like I said, when we was cooking it, you can use them in casserole dishes, you could use it in a slow cooker, you could possibly do it in an air fryer. We've never tried it, so I can't say whether it would work or not, but more than likely it would. Anyway, so there's the finished dish. A little bit of decoration of coriander on top. Coriander rice. I prefer the rice and beans. It goes so much better. You can see now the consistency. I'll show you that on the camera, because in the pan it doesn't look as like the consistency's there, but believe me, there's a consistency. So that's the curry. I'm going to taste it. It's got 2 Scotch bonnets in it. I could push that more easy because I like spice, but I think that it's 2 Scotch bonnets in that. It's not overpowering. It's got a nice back note of heat. It's got a little bit of the fruitiness from the chili as well. But the overall flavours that come together, because it's a 3-hour cook and it's a 24-hour marinade, is superb. It's full on flavour. Now, honestly, go and try it. I think you could also do that with, rather than rice, you could have potatoes. You could possibly add potatoes into the actual curry while it's cooking, and then you don't need rice whatsoever. But that is really nice. It warms you. It's not overpowering, but you're getting all the different flavours as well. You can taste the spices that have gone in. You like I say, that chili, the fruitiness of that chili is coming out as well. It's really, really good. So yeah, if you like the video, just try the recipe, give it a go, see what you think, let me know, comment below. But that's it really. Okay, thanks for watching, cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.